This clearly unprincipled Newsom is calling Israel an apartheid state that pushes it into war. All that shows is that you guys are dead, says Sammy Gold, responding to Roz Sauber. Newsom is gone full Mamdani. He says the United States is being pushed by Israel into a position where it may have to reconsider its military support. Oh my God. And now he's echoing the claim that Israel is an apartheid state. The Democratic Party is dead. No, the party that is dead is not the Democratic Party. I mean, the Democratic Party is dying. That's true. But not for this reason. Especially if the Democratic Party decides to nut up or shut the fuck up on the issue of Israel, the Democratic Party won't die, and maybe even democracy won't die. Because if we do not rid ourselves of the toxic and unfortunately incredibly pervasive influence of Israel in American politics, both on the domestic front, but also as the driver of our Middle Eastern policy, our foreign policy, we're done. We're done.
And a lot of Democrats have looked at the Netanyahu regime.
My goat, Tommy Vitor, brings up this question, the question of Israel. Let's take a look.
And felt like, you know what, we don't like the trajectory he's on. It's time to rethink the U.S. relationship with Israel, especially military support.
Well,
where do you
Bibi's
stand?
making that easy right now. Let's talk about that. But the issue of Bibi's interest.
Do you prefer an anti-Semitic, anti-Israel right, or Israel first, philo-Semitic right? I prefer no right. Okay, how about no right wing? That's what I prefer. How about you're going to jail? Number one, why does this video have like an AI bass boosted Andrew Tate vibe with its filter? Newsom is a socialist now. If anti-Semitic nationalists on the right are aligning with anti-Semitic socialists on the left like Newsom, what does that make them? Bro, Gavin, I know you and I, Big Gav, listen, Big Gavy Gav. I'm talking to you and you only. Everybody else tune out. Everybody else tune out of the broadcast. This is just between me and Big Gav. Gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom. It's just you and me right now, baby. Listen to my voice. You want to make this pivot to the left? You know where to come. Okay? You know where to come.
I'm going to come.
Come to me, Gavin. Come to me. Let's have a conversation. I am sincerely interested in seeing what you're about. You've been my governor for as long as I can remember. I've paid a lot of taxes in this state, okay? I make a good amount of money here. I'm asking you not just as a tax-paying citizen, but as someone who wants to really understand where you're coming from. Now that you are pivoting as a radical visionary, singing the praises of Yahya Sinwar, I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you, Gav. The view count is going up. I told you guys to leave. You're still in here. You're coming in. You're tuning in. Now that you saw me talking personally, this is between me and Gavin. Gavin, come to the broadcast. You just did the Adam Friedland show. Many people call that the millennial Bill Maher. Come on, the millennial Jon Stewart. Let's have a discussion. You're hanging out with the Pod Johns. I hang out with the Pod Johns. You hang out with Adam Friedland. I hang out with Adam Friedland. You hang out with the lemonade stand podcast. I will be hanging out with the lemonade stand podcast. I'm just saying, Gav, get on the team, baby. Adam is Hassan's friend. Gavin, you'll be safe. That's right.
Interesting. Because
you hang out with Connery's pants. I hang out with Connery's pants.
he's got his own domestic issues. He's trying to stay out of jail. He's got an election coming up. He's potentially on the ropes. He's got folks, the hard line, that want to annex the West Bank. I mean, Freeman and others are talking about it appropriately, sort of an apartheid state. They couldn't even, I mean, we're talking about regime change. For 2 years, they haven't even been able to solve the Hamas question in Israel. So this is, I mean, you know, I want to be careful here, but, you know, in so many ways, that influence in the context of the conversation of where Trump ultimately landed on this is pretty damn self-evident. And so Rubio may have been saying something else in the context of what he ultimately said in terms of being sort of pulled into some of these things. But I will say this, didn't surprise me in this context. I don't know if it was Napoleon or whoever said about a sword, the only thing you can't use a sword for is...
We used to be so close. I'm yearning. I have a real yearning in my heart for big Governor Gav.
Sitting on it. And when you bring 2 aircraft carriers out there and you assemble the kind of military force that Trump did over the last few weeks, it didn't surprise me ultimately that they moved that direction.
Do you think, looking down the road, that the United States should consider maybe, rethinking our military support for Israel?
It breaks my heart because the current leadership in Israel is walking us down that path, where I don't think you have a choice but that consideration. I mean, to say this is in America's interest at a time when affordability is at crisis levels, where you had an administration who literally got elected saying this is exactly the opposite of what they would ever consider doing. The fact that we are in this now regional war, all these proxies, the fact that we, and all the grift and the corruption, that also marks a huge part of this, and that's a real conversation we need to have, this board of peace. And the peace that the Witkoff family is getting, and the peace that Kushner is getting, and the peace that Trump Jr. is getting.
Yeah, he flips it back on a partisan basis.